Hey everyone, it's Barry Wright III. On this episode of Three Style Life, we're going to take a dangerous journey into an alternate dimension hidden in your own closet. It is a place seen by most only in their sartorial nightmares. But if you stick with me and keep your wits about you, inside you will find a new dimension of outstanding style. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. Are you ready? We're in. Where are we? A strange world where every piece of clothing is inside out. Tags and logos on the back of shirts. Weaving and stitching coming out of the sides of sweaters. Pockets coming out of pants. Seams, lines coming out of everything. It's a dangerous place. I'm going to give you a field guide as to what is safe to wear and what could get you killed in this world. Let's go. And look at this. We found some wild denim. And denim jeans are actually one of the safer bets when going inside out. A lot of the modern jean companies put a lot of interesting things on the inside of their jeans. So you can see these designed pockets, and you can see embellishments on buttons and the like. And what will happen with the denim is that you're going to get the edges where the denim is sewn together coming out, giving you a contrast, giving you kind of a visual interest here that's a little unusual, but not so crazy as to be, off-putting. One of the bigger challenges is the pockets, which come out, as you see, pretty far. You can wear them like that, or you can tuck them in a triangle form like this. As with anything inside out, nothing is ever always a sure bet. More workman type denim typically doesn't give you any of that extra visual benefit, and you're going to get some kind of loosely done, pretty utilitarian stitching on the inside that doesn't exactly look very nice. So you got to be careful again with that. In inside out land, you never know what's going to happen. You can turn around for a second, and what was safe can become downright scary. As you can see, some khakis and corduroys have come in and taken over the denim. All that's left is a care label. How sad. These kind of pants are much more dangerous when it comes to using inside-out techniques. As you can see, the fabric used for the pockets is generally much less interesting, and the stitching and the setup of all the seams is much less visually interesting. So you really get no benefits from wearing them like this. You just get a bunch of awkward tags and some ugly pocket fabric. As always, there are exceptions, and you can find friends among enemies. These old Navy khakis have a really cool design up here at the top, and although they still have pockets that are pretty uninteresting, there are ways to deal with that, and we'll talk about that on the blog sometime this week. But in general, these type of pants, not usually a good idea. Let's move on to shirts. In general, making a shirt inside out just kind of takes everything unusual from it away. And that can be useful if you need, an undershirt for a suit or something like that. As you can see here, I've got 7 black shirts. None of these are actually blank, but after being made inside out, they're all blank. And in general, that's not terribly useful, but maybe you need one day. But usually it's not worth going through an inside-out process for. One good thing you can do with inside-out shirts is to make a pattern less bold. So you can see this shirt has a pretty strong newspaper print pattern on it, but when made inside out, it's very light and subtle. A neat little trick. And as always, you're just going to have to kind of dig around and search things out yourself. Every once in a while you come across something cool, like the lines you get here from making this ringer shirt inside out. Let's venture a little deeper to dark lands. Comics. Hiding in the dark, we find polo shirts and button-down shirts. Just like the khakis and corduroys, these are not really a safe place to go. You get very little visual change, as you can see here. Nothing looks unusual about the shirts. All that changes are that the buttons are on the inside and the collars have to fold away that they have never ever folded before. And that makes them very difficult to manage, very difficult to wear, and for the little benefit that you get, I just recommend staying away. And just like that, they're gone. On to the sweaters then. This is all a case of material. Lighter, thinner sweaters can be made more interesting by inverting them because the pattern becomes more subtle. As you see, these washed out stripes were once very bold, dark gray stripes. Physical patterns, caused by raised or lowered fabric can be inverted, creating effectively a second sweater with the opposite pattern. What one really needs to worry about is how stitching comes through. This piece has a lot of loose threads coming out. The sewing leaves these ugly bumps and such, and it just makes the entire piece look shabby and kind of unwearable. So the fabric is usually the turning factor with sweaters. And finally, we move on to the holy grail of inside-out clothing, the vest. Vests are typically made with a different material on the inside than the outside because they need to be very light, since they're an additional layer of clothing usually worn with a shirt and a jacket. This results in a lot of shiny fabrics, you can sort of see here, or even different colored fabrics. This vest, normally a boring plain pinstripe blue, has a two-tone effect on the inside and a very nice detailed collar here. What was that? Maybe time to go. It's never good to spend too much time in this place. Let's go. Well, it looks like I screwed that up. As you can see, I did not end up where I was supposed to. I guess nothing better to do than to finish this up and then start, walking home. It should be only a couple miles, I hope. Last week I asked y'all what we would put in a style emergency kit. Some might consider this an important time to have one of those. But nonetheless, Walter and Geronimo both suggested some kind of products that just kind of make your general appearance look better. Hair products, hairspray, stuff like that. I think that's a great idea. No matter what you're wearing, you can make yourself look more in line with your image just by making everything clean, fit, and everything kind of look nice and put together. Walter also suggested safety pins, which I thought was a great idea. If there's any damage to your clothing, it's a quick fix that'll work pretty well until you can replace whatever you were wearing. Other suggestions range from particular brands of jeans to hats to a wine opener, which I thought was a great comment because style and fashion is not all about what you're wearing, but what you're doing. So if you like to drink wine, might as well have a wine opener when things go bad. You might want to put a bottle of wine in there too, I don't know. But really appreciate the input. I'll be thinking about that more over the next couple weeks. I'd like to do something with that, but still got some thinking to do about it, so we'll see what's going on there. Question this week is pretty obvious. What happens when you journey into the inside-out world? Let me know if something works for you. Send a video response or a comment and tell me, what kind of pieces you found worked for you, what didn't work. And again, I'll put whatever I find from y'all in the video next time. Until then, take it easy. I got some walking to do. See ya.